Muted? Still? Oh no, I can hear you.
Technical difficulties. I think we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're going. Okay. Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's working. Why am I so zoomed in? What the hell's going on here?
You're like, is it working? Yeah, I think it's working. It's working. It's working. There we go.
Everything's fucked up today. What the hell?
Oh shit! There we go. I need to fix that. Now I fucked things up.
Why am I so zoomed in? What the hell's going on here? Something's fucked up. Something's fucked up, but whatever. All right, whatever. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everybody, to SF Comic Co. This is episode 202. SF Comic Book Company was going to be a Penguin review of the finale, but somebody did not watch the finale. The biggest episode of the year didn't watch the finale. His name's rhymes Rick.
Hi guys.
So it kind of derailed everything. So this might be a real very short episode. Welcome all, Mr. Effort.
No spoilers. We're not doing it, Leo. I fucked up. I fucked up. So I'm doing great. Doing great.
Happy Tuesday, nerds. What's up, Krista? Tony Todd's voice automatically strikes fear into me, and I love it. And he's just on a different show, not being scary. My heart is so sad that his voice is. My heart so sad that his voice is. Rick on the Blair Witch project mode. No spoilers about. Well, we can't talk about it because somebody didn't watch it. That was kind of going to be the main topic of today's show, but so yeah, his voice. Yeah, no more. His voice is gone. Much like Rick watching the Penguin finale, it's gone. All right, well, we got a couple other things to talk about. This one, of course, we're going to talk about the late great Tony Todd. We got a bunch of MCU trailers to drop. We got the Thunderbolts. Did you watch that at least? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I seen that.
And Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World, and What If dropped one also. Mm-hmm. Victoria, what's up, Victoria? Friend of the show. It's been so long. How you doing? All right, so yeah, we're gonna talk some sad stuff. We got to talk about Tony Todd, legend, one of my favorite character actors. We talked about him last week or a couple weeks ago on our Halloween show about one of his. I think we both agree that one of his greatest roles in the Night of the Living Dead remake. Tony Todd has passed away. True legend. Just countless fucking movies and TV and video games. He just had his hand in pretty much everything.
Voiceovers.
A lot of voiceovers. A lot of just small roles in movies, but definitely just an iconic voice, iconic look. Of course, Candyman is probably what he's going to be best known for. I think a lot of people associate him with Candyman, but just did so many roles in Final Destination. I watched The Rock last night and with him in it, and it's a small part, but his lines, his delivery is fucking great. He's such a great actor. A true legend, man. And I'm kind of bummed. I should have met him last year. He was at Fan Expo, but I was like, I'll meet him another time. And I keep saying that, and meet these guys when you can, because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to meet Richard Dreyfuss this year because I may be my only chance to meet him because people go away, man. It's kind of a bummer to lose another one. He wasn't that old either.
No, he was young. Considering.
69 is that's not old nowadays.
That's not old, man.
We're like 15, 20 years away from that, so that's not that's not too old for
too young to go.
Yeah, exactly. But just these small parts here and there. A lot of like, but anytime he would jump on screen, he would like take over, take it over. Just had just a great look and voice, and just so many things he had his hand in. So yeah, man, your thoughts on the late great Tony Todd, man?
It's just sad, man. He's definitely recognizable when you see him. I remember as soon as I saw the news, I told my boss, I was like, "Oh man, Tony Todd passed." He's like, "Tony Todd. Why does that name sound familiar?" And then I showed him a picture. He's like, "Oh my god, I love that guy. That guy's been in everything." And I'm like, "Yeah, the guy's pretty much been in everything." He does the voiceovers. I didn't trip that he did the voice of the Fallen in the Revenge of the Fallen for Transformers. But he's also voiced Darkseid, which I think was probably like a match made in heaven.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Just his roles in a lot of horror movies. I'm glad that he stayed in the horror movie genre. That definitely was the one that showed him the most love. But like I still say it to this day, I think his best role is Night of the Living Dead, as Ben.
Yeah, and he was the star of that movie. He was like the main character. Like a lot of those, even like in Candyman, he wasn't even in the movie that much. He was like, maybe.
And he's the antagonist. He's not the protagonist. He's not
10, 15 minutes of screen time in Candyman. Like it's not really like all about him,
But and he's just been in so much. But just like I go back to Night of the Living Dead, that it's the only time I think I've ever seen him as a hero. In anything, everything else, he's kind of just he's probably like a side character, or like I remember him from Hatchet. He was the person that the guy who owned the voodoo shop that they went to so they can get their first swamp tour, and he led them to somewhere else. But it's shit like that. He's always somebody small but memorable, and the fact that that movie was his vehicle. And it was like the only time that he was like a good guy, the hero in it. It was awesome, man. I think he needed to do a lot more.
Yeah,
in the hero realm.
He should have been, a leading man, but just never kind of broke for him. So he just did a lot of small roles, and like a lot of like in Colors. He was the vet in the Colors.
Yeah,
he was just like these small roles, but like just memorable. Like you remember him from those movies, And for a long time he was like, he's that guy in that one thing. But like I think his name got out there a lot. Like people, he got like a second wind in his popularity, and people kind of really appreciate his work. Like I said, I watched The Rock last night, and his delivery in that movie is fucking hilarious when he popped on screen. Like a very small, maybe like 5 minutes of screen time, but he owned every minute of that screen time. A lot of voice work. He did a lot of stuff for video games too.
Yeah.
The main one he did, there's like a big one he did for what the hell was it? They did like a tribute to him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was in Black Ops. He did. What was the main one he did a couple of years ago that they really were like? I'm trying to find it. God damn it. Yeah, his IMDb is so fucking long. It's hard to look.
I trip. I'm looking at it right now, and I do remember him in it, but I didn't realize that was like his second movie, which was Platoon.
Yeah, Platoon. Yep, I remember him. Platoon.
Yeah, he remembers. He was in Platoon, and the other one that I remember him is like I'm looking at it. He did an episode of 21 Jump Street, and I remember that episode.
I think he was on Night Court. He was on.
Yeah,
he was on a lot of shit, man. Pretty much one of those guys that would just pop up in everything.
He was in Matlock.
Oh yeah, he did the voice of Zoom in The Flash. I remember that.
Yep.
He did the Venom's voice in Spider-Man 2. I gotta play that game, man. Fuck, I haven't played that yet. So he just everything, man. Just like I'm glad he got a lot of voice work. But yeah,
he was a working actor.
Yeah,
he definitely
he never had a stint where he wasn't working. He was always either doing voices,
an episode of something or other.
Yeah, always working. Yeah, so Half-Life, that's the one he was.
Half-Life, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah, I saw they did a tribute in the game for him. Like a bunch of people in the game showed up for his like memorial and stuff. So that's the video game community always comes around for folks like this, man.
Yeah, they do.
They really appreciate people that lend their
contribute
to the even a bit part or whatever. They still contribute, man. Yeah, this is a sad one, man, for sure. But like you said, I think Night of the Living Dead was I think his most iconic because he got to be the guy. He was the guy through the whole movie. He got to play the hero, and he acted his ass off in that movie, man. I just rewatched that for Halloween.
That the scene where he comes up to the house for the first time, like smoking a cigarette, always gets me because he's like legitly concerned for what's going on right now. You know, he's like, "Are you all right?" Like, he sees that she's breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
Like at that point, she's just like losing it, and like he's trying to calm her down and keep her centered. Like, I need you right now, and I fucking dug that shit, dude. It's that's what the character of Ben should have been in the original. A little bit more. I think he brought a lot of. The first Ben was a badass, but Tony Todd brought like pure badass to being
like,
Ben.
Yeah, like a lot of people, just be like, I like the remake more. Like a lot.
I like the remake more. I like the. Don't get me wrong. I like the original because the original is great, and it's the original and it started it all. But I do like it's one of the few remakes that I dig as much as the original.
Yeah, it's a great remake. If you haven't seen it, go watch that. Well, so what would you give his top 3 roles, man? Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead's definitely number 1. Number 2 is Grange. It's a very small role, but he plays Grange in The Crow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's top dollars, like pretty much his right hand man. Everything goes through Grange to talk to Top Dollar. I thought that was really good, and then Captain Darrow in The Rock. I know people are going to be like, "Oh, not Candyman." I'm like, yeah, Candyman's great. It's never been one of my favorites, and the first movie is the only one that really is fucking sick. Farewell to the Flesh and Carnival of Souls. They're all right. The first one's good. The other two are just.
I gotta rewatch Candyman. I haven't fucking seen it in a long time.
Yeah, first one's great. Virginia Madsen's freaking pretty dope.
She just had a tribute to. She talked about him. She wrote a tribute to him. Like,
yeah, it's just we're It's just like, losing people left and right.
I was trying to remember this line. It's like, I'm not a soldier, Major. The day we took hostages, we became mercenaries, and mercenaries get paid. I want my fucking money. That's a fucking great line.
Fucking money.
Just the way he fucking delivers it, so fucking good, man.
No, see, he brings things to life. Like that's probably the words on the paper, but how he says them is different. It's totally fucking different. He wanted his money.
I want my fucking money.
I want my fucking money.
Yeah. R.I.P. Tony Todd, man. He's definitely one of the goats, man. He'll go into the SF Comic Book Hall of Fame for sure. Man, sad day, man. Like, I feel like he had some more left in him, and could have definitely had some more roles left in him. But 69, man, that's a bummer, man. Died too young, man. So R.I.P. Tony Todd, man.
Yeah. Hopefully we can say his name 5 times and he comes back.
Tony Todd.
That'd be great.
Save us, Tony Todd. Hondo, my penguin ate my homework.
You think you're funny? Okay.
This guy's fucking hilarious, huh?
Oh, fucking regular clown we got here.
This thing so zoomed in. Whatever. This has been a weird fucking already. All right, well, let's see. What's the other thing I wanted to talk about? We got a bunch of MCU news. We'll go jump into that.
I think that's probably going to be the main topic of everything.
Well, that's the only topics we we could talk about this a little bit. James Gunn. James Gunn debunks the Joker rumor, which I really appreciate James Gunn just coming up and just.
Thank you.
I think a lot of studios should do this. Like MCU, just like there's a lot of bullshit being spewed by the MCU right now. It's just let's come out and just say, hey, this is not true. This is not true. Just say it. Just come out and say it. But he came out and debunked the Joker. What's his name? Fucking what's the kid's
Joaquin
name?
Phoenix?
No, the
Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan.
Yeah.
Joker. And you know, that was a big rumor. Like, since Penguin's doing so well, they were like talking about, oh, Joker's gonna need. Like I mentioned the thing, we need to put a pause on Joker for at least 10 years, man. Let's just take a break from Joker. I think Batman has so many other great villains. Like, I would love to see a ventriloquist series. I want to see a fucking, you know, you can fucking make a fucking Clayface series. You can make a fucking, you could do all these
pick a villain.
And you can make it like, you look. They took Penguin, but Penguin's like, you know, it's not a lot to Penguin. You could do some fun stuff, but they made a fucking amazing show out of the Penguin. Really wish we could talk about the finale, but we can't.
Yeah, pick a villain, and you can really do anything on a. They have all great backstories.
If you get a good
Talia.
Yeah, Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, you know, like, fuck, you can make a fucking Firefly movie. You can make a fucking Condiment Man fucking movie. You get the right creative team behind it. So yeah,
do a Bloodhaven movie, or even just do, like, they had the idea for a Gotham City PD, which I think, based on what I saw here, would be a great fucking show. It'd be like a bunch of corrupt cops with just a couple of good cops.
Yeah, just see like fucking Gordon trying to get all the
with Bullock.
Yeah, have it based on with Bullock, and yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. Yeah, just so many great things, man. Like, you can do. Yeah, I'm glad this is like, I rewatched the Batman yesterday after the finale of Penguin, because I just want to get that, you know, get back in that world. But yeah, man, it's like, I really don't care for this Joker at all. I just kind of over the Joker.
Shin Joker.
I just take a break from the Joker. Like, I get it. People like love the Joker, and it's just oversaturated, man. Like, we've already had 2 Joker movies. He's been in every fucking Batman franchise. Let's just fucking go. Let's take a break, man. Take a break for 10 years. I remember in the comics, like, Joker wasn't around for like a while. It was like a few years, like 5-6 years, where they didn't use the Joker at all. And when he came back, it was like a fucking, oh shit, like a fucking bullet. Like, when fucking Joker came back in, I think that's what we need in the movies, man. Like, it's just too much relying on Joker too much, man. Like, he has so many great villains. Like, you don't have to rely on the Joker, man. Joker should be just that thing that comes in, and it's a force of nature. But if you have him like every fucking thing, it just waters it down. It doesn't have an impact like it should. So yeah, I don't know, man. What are your thoughts, man, on Joker being canceled and or not actually happening, or and what characters you want to see made a TV show out of?
Well, I'm just glad that James Gunn does this. Like, a lot of people don't like him tweeting. I do, because he gets to set the record straight, and he just tells fans, this is not what's happening. Sorry, I know this is what you want, but this is not what's happening. Don't get your hopes up. So yeah, this isn't what we're doing. Which is good. And I, for one, I didn't care for the extra Joker scene in the Batman. I just thought it wasn't necessary.
I'm glad they cut that one scene out of the movie completely, and then they had the
the interrogation scene, right?
Yeah, I'm so glad they cut that out of the movie. The movie was already long enough.
It didn't need even like, you could just make a mention of it, but you don't even need to visually see him.
Yeah. Just have him laughing in the background, like, you don't have to fucking.
Like, you could, down the hall somewhere.
Like,
just like laughing,
like freaking out, and he's all fucking, just have a fucking Joker laughing in the background, like that. You don't even need that. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, I don't want. I like the Joker? I just, yeah. You're talking about a hero with probably the greatest fucking rogues gallery. And they keep showing us the same guys over and over.
Yeah, I'm sick of the Riddler. Even like the Penguin's been done a bunch. I'm just kind of over.
I'm glad it's done this way, though. Like, I love the take on it. I love the take. It's a new take, which is good.
Really good. Yeah, for sure. But I don't need to see these guys for a while. I don't need to see Two-Face. I don't need to see fucking Bane. I don't need to see fucking.
We've seen Arkham now. Couldn't we get like Hugo Strange as a doctor?
Hugo Strange would be great, man. I want to see Man-Bat. I want to see.
Yeah, you could.
I want to see fucking. There's so many villains you could do. So many great villains. Like in Catwoman too. Like put a pause on these characters, man, just for a while, just so when they come back, it's just like they rely so much on fucking
Joker.
Maxie Zeus. I
would be down with that.
I love it. That's such a great episode. I love that episode a lot. But yeah, you can do so many cool shit with a villain, man. Like, I'm so tired of these fucking, like, reusing the same 5 villains. Like,
same 5 guys.
We've already got Two-Face a bunch. We got Penguin a bunch. We got Riddler a bunch, and we got Joker a bunch, and Catwoman. Those 5 have been used. No more. Let's put a pause on those characters for
so. Look, like when it comes to like a show, who would probably be the most interesting? I do think Raj Al Ghul would be a great fucking show, because he does have like it's a complicated relationship between him and Batman.
Also, you can go back and like show his origins, like his like history and shit. It could be like Game of Thrones type fucking shit. You can tell how he discovered the Lazarus
finds the first Lazarus pit,
and how he like kind of went through history and how he's kind of set up events for himself. And he can have Vandal Savage be like.
I was just about to say that Vandal Savage is another idea for just another show in general, not necessarily a Batman villain, but he would be a great show to watch.
Yeah, you can do.
Going through time. But yeah, there's just like they have so many fucking villains to choose from with Batman. You could even take some of his lesser fucking villains, Professor Pig.
Yeah. Ventriloquist. We've been talking about
Ventriloquist would be great.
Oh, and it doesn't have to be like we don't have to have multiple seasons of shows. Just have a one and done season, like explaining the origin.
An introduction to the character. Now you don't have to fucking tell me his backstory in a movie. You gave me a good show about him. And you could just fucking put them in,
I wouldn't mind if they just stay in this universe and like between Batman movies, they just tell a couple origin stories for certain villains that they're gonna either pop up in a future movie or like have popped up. So yeah, there's a few places you can go with it.
I'd love to say Clayface would be nice.
Yeah, Henry Ducard, the Hondalorian. Yeah, that chick Eve has the last name of one of the Clayfaces in the Penguin. So I don't know if she's related or are they going to make her the Clayface or whatever. So
Onomatopoeia
would be cool.
Be a crazy that'd be a crazy villain to have.
Pew, pew.
Yep.
Bang.
Bang.
Created by Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go. There's a long list of cool villains. Stop with the Joker, please. Just like. I don't need another Joker origin or Joker. I've already.
I don't know who came up with that design either.
The design's not good. Like, yeah, Batman beat him up, so he looks all fucked up like that. But yeah, the design is kind of meh. It's not a great.
Shin Joker.
Shinjitsu.
Shin Joker, man.
Yeah, no.
Hamburger face.
Yeah, not a fan of the design. I kind of wish they'd go back. Like, kind of go back to the. Nicholson type, like classic 70s Joker, kind of like just the fucking big smiley face. No, it doesn't have to be scars, like on the fucking. But yeah, it's like as far as like top of the list, I would like Clayface and Ventriloquist would be cool as far as like top of my list to see villains. Like
one of mine would be Hugo Strange because it involves Arkham.
Yeah.
That just opens like the book to a whole bunch of other characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. Yeah, you could do a lot. Yeah. Let's take a break from Catwoman. Let's take a break from fucking all these other people. We don't need to see Two-Face again. Just like open up the floodgates, man. Like let's give some play to some of these other guys.
And in a grounded world, a guy like that could work.
Oh,
you know, for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Like, I really want to see the fantastical villains too get their.
Oh no, I totally do. But this is what they're trying to do. That's why I'm still I still wonder about the debate about it, folding in Pattinson into the DCU. I wonder if that's going to go through. And I know we talked about that already, but the only plus thing for me, that would bring the more fantastical into everything. That it has to be fantastical now. There's no hiding.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the fucking, we see the grounded Batman. Like every movie is a grounded Batman. I want to see something a little more, something more crazier. Like fuck.
Man-Bat, like you said, Man-Bat would be great. Just him chasing the fucking.
Even though I love Mr. Freeze, and I don't think he was done justice. Like Mr. Freeze was actually probably worked too. He's a lot of rumors are that he's going to be the villain of the Batman. But it's going to be a little more grounded. I don't know how you do that. The next movie is supposedly going to take place during winter time, so we'll see. Hondo, Hugo Strange, and the Night Scourge. Night Scourge, deep cuts. Yeah, and then you can see a lot of people are saying Night Owls too. Like, I don't know.
To me, it's just the Court of Owls is just too easy, too quick. And plus, there's no real main. It's a group of people. You can't really Hush. That's what I've been saying. It's been leading into, at least as far as the movie. I don't know if it would work. I think it only work as a show after he's introduced in the movie.
Yeah, and then you kind of go back and show them in, as kids and stuff, how he kind of like how he sets up, how he kills his parents, and how he like you can do a lot of shit with that. Yeah. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. All right, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, share it with your friends, press that thumbs up. So hopefully next week we can talk about the Penguin. Hopefully, yeah.
Or we can do like a special show sometime during it early,
Oh, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, we'll do a little Penguin finale.
Yeah.
Post game finale. Look, I had everything all ready and shit. Like, look at this. Look at it. Everything was all ready to go. Penguin review. Look at it. Everything was ready, Rick. It was all ready. I like kind of fucking cropped this picture and put all this work in. You had to go fuck it up.
Yeah. Because somebody didn't watch the Penguin.
He was giving me shit last week too. He was like, "Oh, I'm a couple episodes." It's like, "Oh, you have to watch it the night of, man. That's appointment television." Giving me all that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Does not practice what he preaches, folks. Does not practice. All right, let's jump into this. We got a bunch of MC trailers popping off. There was a Brazilian Comic-Con. That's kind of turning into the kind of the new like kind of releasing a bunch of shit, bunch of like news and trailers and such. So we got a couple. We got a trailer for Brave New World. We got a trailer for Thunderbolts. We got a trailer for What If final season. And I think that's about it. I guess let's jump into let's talk about this What If trailer first. Get that out of the way. We got a couple glimpses of some of the storylines. There's like a Shang-Chi cowboy storyline. There's like a couple other. We get the big reveal with Storm with the with Thor's hammer. That happened in the comics. That was a big What If issue. No, actually, no. It was actually happened. Did it happen in the standard MCU or was it in the? Yeah. It happened at some point that she wielded Thor's hammer, so she becomes a real fucking badass. So we get a glimpse of that. I still haven't finished the second season. It got released last. I think they're doing the same thing with this one. They're releasing all episodes like within like 9 days in December. I got to finish the second season. The first season was okay. It was all right. There was a couple of hit or misses. Like some episodes were fun. Some episodes I didn't give a fuck about. I think that so far in the second season, the only episode I thought was kind of fun was Happy doing his Die Hard impression at the Avengers Tower. That was kind of a good episode. Yeah, that's not really super juiced on What If. It's coming to an end too, so it's kind of like, not really super juiced on this. It doesn't really affect anything in the MCU too. I thought some of these, I guess it kind of did because Agent Carter showed up in Multiverse of Madness, but that's like really the only tie that it's been linked to. But yeah, did you see the What If trailer? What'd you think, man?
I didn't even know. I didn't even watch season 2. But I'm not thrilled by it anymore. It's with some of this stuff, the thrill is gone with Marvel. It feels like, it's just.
I wasn't a big fan of the animation either. I thought the animation was kind of lazy, like that fucking like weird Flash. It just feels kind of cheap to me. The animation, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of that, like cell shaded 3D kind of feel to it. I'm just it doesn't really do it for me. But just nothing to like the Storm stuff is cool, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of wanted it more like do some like really cool shit from the comics. And, I thought they should have did more like, hey, like they're just focusing on the MCU.
It would have been nice to introduce some X-Men What Ifs right there, Yeah.
And
other than just like Storm coming in.
And it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just kind of underwhelmed by this show. Like not really. Like the first, like I said, the first season was okay, but
that's how I feel. It's underwhelming. I saw it and I was just it's typical.
Yeah,
it's typical.
Yeah. Excuse me. But So the second big trailer we got was for Thunderbolts. Asterix Thunderbolts is coming out finally. Whoa, no. No, what are you doing? No, not again, Rick, not again. Why is it doing this? So we get the new Thunderbolts trailer. We get a little extended scene in the beginning. It's I like the song choice. That's fine. I don't know if I like I'm still not super juiced for this movie. Like, still not. I don't like the characters that they've chosen. Taskmaster and Ghost were fucking lame characters in their respective movies, and you're gonna have to watch a whole movie of these guys. So I do like Red Guardian. I like fucking
David Harbour.
David Harbour's great, and fake bootleg Cap. But I really don't care about Taskmaster and Ghost, and like really focusing on some of these characters that really, maybe they get killed early at some point, and like, all right, that was the point of bringing these characters in so we could kill them off. That's have Sentry have somebody kill
cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder. That's why I kind of have a feeling that's why we're getting these.
Interesting.
Because you can't really kill Bucky or fucking Florence Pugh because those are big time actors you want to keep around for these movies. But Bucky looks cool. Like this, I don't know.
Bucky looks like he's the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna him and Yelena are gonna steal the movie pretty much. So they're
and U.S. Agent. He looked like he was gonna be fun. Like he's gonna pull out the Captain Boomerang performance.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It's. I don't know. I really can't get excited about this movie. I mean, I'm trying. This is definitely a better trailer than the first one that came out.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, the first trailer was just did not get it. This one gets me a little my interest is
I'm not. I'll watch this, but it's not going to be in the theater.
I'll watch it in the theater. I'm just not I probably won't. I won't get excited.
Oh, you got Movie Pass. That's right.
I got my Movie Pass, man.
Yeah, you got Movie Pass.
Everything. I'm watching every shitty.
But would you pay for this? Would you pay for this otherwise?
Yeah, it's it's more of a movie. It's I usually pay for them. I'm not, but my excitement level's not super high. I did like the song choice. I did like the trailer a lot. Not a lot, but I liked it better than the other one. But what are your thoughts, man?
It feels like they're gonna lean heavily on Bucky. Now, let me ask you a question. Why are they called the Thunderbolts?
Asterix, Thunderbolt Asterix.
Oh, okay.
In the trailer, Red Guardian's trying to call him. He wants to call him Thunderbolts, and they're like, "Oh, we can't use that name." So maybe that the Thunderbolts is this is coming out after Captain America: Civil War, Brave New World. So maybe they can't use. They're like, I think it's going to turn out to be the Dark Avengers. I think that's what that's what the arc.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to put together a team of Dark Avengers.
Okay, so if that's the case, it really sucks. I don't like that. So I thought it was supposed to be the reason they're called Thunderbolts is because they were related to Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if are they not related to Thunderbolt Ross at all? Is the Contessa working for Thunderbolt Ross? That's what I want to know.
Well, it looks like it's probably going to have some ties to Brave New World. So
it has to at this point because that's why they're called the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So all right.
They were just called the Thunderbolts. It had nothing to do with Thunderbolt Ross.
Until later on.
I think later on. Yeah,
but see, that's the thing. What trips me out when it comes to these creators when they do the Marvel movies, it's what they pick and choose to use. It's like, okay, you're picking this, but this is not canon yet, but you're using this part that's canon before that. It's just weird how it's like the scene in Lost Boys. You can't put the Superman, whatever with this one. Lord of Mars hasn't been even introduced yet. That's shit like that is what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Kind of like, Death. Death is coming in after Thanos is already gone. Even though she existed way before that or way after, she needed to be there because she was a part of that storyline.
Yeah, she was a big part of that. Well, they did.
I thought they were going to put. Honestly, I thought they were going to bring Hela to be.
Same thing with fucking Adam Warlock. It's like you bring in Adam Warlock after.
It doesn't.
the character has nothing to do now. Like you fucking kind of took the bit, like the main thing that the character was like known for, and you kind of just bring him in just to bring him in.
Exactly. So that's the thing that I have with this kind of shit, and I'm hoping that they are cannon fodder, because the only people that I'm excited to see in this are, you know, Yelena, fucking Wyatt Russell, Winter Soldier, and David Harbour. Everybody else, Taskmaster, Ghost.
I want to see what they're going to do with the Sentry. I'm curious about that, like how they get use Sentry in this.
Well, Sentry feels like he might become whoever they're working for, because she's supposed to be Hydra, right?
Yeah, she kind of goes back and forth in the comics.
And
then you heard the rumor too, right? There's rumors popping off about who's going to be like one of the people behind this.
Who?
Norman Osborn. He's going to be a big part coming out at the.
So is it Defoe?
No.
Ooh, interesting.
The big rumor is it's McConaughey.
Oh, that's a good cast.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
That's a good cast. I don't think people have seen McConaughey play a little maniacal. He's pretty good, man.
I can see him as, like, you know, being a crazy ass Green Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fucking crazy.
And then, you know, that's had the big, and they're going to put together the Dark Avengers. So we'll have, you know, some of these guys playing going villain.
That's a game changer for me. Like, I actually kind of like that idea. Now, if you actually bring in Norman Osborn to lead this, and it turns into Dark Avengers instead of, so you know what, that might be like the asterisk at the end when they do the you know, the film card at the end of the the credits.
It'll be like Dark Avengers.
Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. If they pull it off right, if it's
like who, so that means Sentry would be their.
Sentry would be like their main, like, heavy.
That's their heavy.
Have, like, U.S.
That's
agent.
their Hulk.
Then you have a U.S. agent. That's their Captain America. And then what? Like,
wait. I thought what's his name would be. Oh well, they're changing shit for MCU. So Goblin would be who? Iron Patriot, right?
Iron Patriot, yeah. Or they didn't say if he's gonna come in as Iron Patriot, or maybe they get some Stark tech and shit too. You can bring it in.
That's a great idea, Ray. But you know what? That sounds like a rumor, and
yeah, that's a rumor. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a rumor. That's the big rumor.
That fucking sucks, man. Because that's one that I would really, I would go watch. Based on that, I would go watch the movie.
And rumors, you know, sometimes rumors turn out to be true.
Sometimes rumors turn out to be true. No, totally.
And sometimes rumors beget the real thing. Sometimes a rumor gets so, like, heavy and big that they like, oh, this is a good idea. Let's fucking go with that. Sometimes the fans write better movies than the studios.
The fans know, man. It's like, dude, you guys had a good idea, but if you guys just tweak this part, you guys would have just done so much more.
There's so many movies that are like one change away from being like great, like one character change or one
line.
One
great line from, you know, if they would have said this, it would have been fucking dope.
Yeah. I'd love to be a script doctor. It'd be great just to fucking fix the fucking bullshit that comes out. But you know, it's interesting. Like, I wonder if that's, I don't know how true those rumors are, but it's definitely something to think about.
You know what? Fuck, Ray. Based on that alone, I would go watch the movie just to see if it happens. I'm gonna tell you right now, I will probably go watch this movie in the theater just to see if that comes out to be true. That's a great fucking idea.
That the asterisks, like, yeah, that's a very telling thing. Like, there's something else going on. So, like, they're like, why would they put an asterisk on the end of the titles? Because they're planning something
unless fucking Thaddeus Ross comes out and he figures out that he's gonna be it's still the Dark Avengers, but he's their Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's their Hulk on that side, and then they have, I don't know who their Iron Man be. You know,
be a fucking Iron Patriot. Yeah.
That's if they have a Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
That I would. Oh man, I'm gonna go watch that just to see if it's fucking fucker, dude. I wasn't gonna plan to watch this in theater. Now
If they execute this right, that could be badass, and we'll be eating our words like, "Oh, Thunderbolts was
Oh
badass."
yeah, but
Yeah,
it has a chance to be kind of like Suicide Squad. And Suicide
yeah.
Squad, I liked the first one. I liked not a lot, but it's cool.
It's fine.
It showed a lot of cool shit. The second one is good and severely, extremely underrated.
Yeah, I think people just weren't ready for. I think people were like down on the DCU EU at that point, so it was kind of hard for it to.
It was a debunked franchise at the time.
Yeah, it was hard for them to like come out with anything that people were going to get excited about. But I thought that movie's great.
Yeah.
So we'll jump to the next one. We got Brave New World, Captain America. This more leaning into the espionage stuff. We get this new poster. This is I think Captain America 230 when Steve Rogers was fighting the Green Hulk. We get to see a lot of Red Hulk in this trailer. They're not hiding that fact, and Red Hulk has been already.
We know.
We know. So I think this has been getting. This went through a lot of reshoots. I think they said up to half to 75% of the movie has been reshot, and it's still getting bad test screenings. So that's just rumors too. We don't know. But maybe just people are just not ready for this kind of movie. Like if they're going back to the Winter Soldier espionage type shit, I'll be totally down for. Which looks like they're kind of leaning into. We get to see a little bit more of the leader. We hear more of his voice. We get to see more of the battle between Cap and Red Hulk. This looks all right. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this one. Harrison Ford playing Ross. That's pretty intriguing for sure. I love me some Harrison Ford, but I still don't buy Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and I don't really think we should be following him. I'm still down with Bucky being Cap, but I don't know. I just it doesn't excite me. Like if this was Steve Rogers versus Red Hulk, this would be fucking no brainer for me. There was to be no question. Be totally down with that. And have Falcon. I thought he was doing great as Falcon. Why we need to fucking. We're building up a great fucking character. Why we need to fucking switch him up, make him something else? But I don't know. Harrison Ford looks cool as a Hulk. They really leaning into that shit. But I don't know. It's. I'm still on the fence about this one too. I'm not 100% on board. Hopefully the action's good. Hopefully the story's good. But as far as right now, we're not hearing too many good things coming out from this one. I'm still kind of a little worried about this one. What'd you think, man? What'd you think of the trailer?
Falcon looks lean, bro. To be taking punches from fucking Red Hulk, even holding the shield, he looks a little lean. I wish he would have put on some more weight. Fucking Chris Evans put on tons of weight in order to play Cap. I'm just wondering if there could have been a better actor suited to bring in to be Falcon at the time, because if they knew they were going to be going with him forward as Cap, I don't know if this move would have been made. I don't know if they had a plan after Infinity War. I don't know if this was planned as far as going to the next realm of Captain America. Chris Evans said he was done, so they had to move on one way or another. I still think the move should have been Bucky.
Yeah, and then we could have got to at Falcon at some point, but I think
I just don't want it to feel the reason I don't want it to move from Sam too fast. I don't want him to be a transitional champion for wrestling, using wrestling terms. I don't want him to be the guy who just is a holdover for the title of being Captain America, and it just he seems small, and he's got to fight Red Hulk. I can buy Cap, he's a bigger dude, and he's super serum and everything like this that we were told. I see Sam is kind of like an Iron Man kind of dude. He's a soldier with tech. He's not a super soldier, is he?
No, he didn't take the serum during the show, the Falcon Woman Soldier show.
So he's just a regular dude.
He's got upgraded armor too, like
I said, tech.
Yeah,
it comes back to tech. He has military tech that helps him out, and I don't know if that's what I want. Captain America needs to kind of be The soldier, super soldier. Take the serum, bro. The only other person who took that took a different kind of serum like that is like Bucky. That could be, and he was for a brief minute, Captain America. I just think it would be better suited for Bucky to take over afterwards and then transition from him to Sam. Like somewhere down the line, Bucky goes on a fucking mission where it's do or die, and that's the role that Captain America plays. He knows it's about sacrifice, and he's gonna set everything right. And he tells Sam, "You got to take the mantle." That would have been such a much more thing. It felt a little like they skipped Bucky over. That's how I felt. I just felt that Bucky seemed better suited to keep going forward with his redemption storyline.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of that in Thunderbolts. So,
I don't want him to be the leader of a defunct team that I'm not sure is going to be. Then he's going to be a Dark Avenger.
No, I think he's going to try to fight against them, and he's going to not fall in line. So he's going to have to go rogue.
He's good at going rogue.
What'd you think of the look of Red Hulk?
Oh, I loved it. You kind of get that, how Ruffalo's face is superimposed on Hulk. I do love that you kind of still see fucking Harrison Ford's kind of square head, and it looks like Red Hulk. Like the head shape, and Harrison Ford kind of has that Red Hulkish head if he was all fucking blown out and fucking bloated. It looked cool. Can we stop fucking using the Hulks in other movies and have the Hulks just fucking fight each other in their own?
We're just get a fucking World War Hulk fucking movie already.
Yeah, that's all I ask. The Hulks are being used as fucking, just story pieces for other characters, which I don't like. I don't like it. If you had a fucking where Hulk is actually coming, like I wonder if Hulk does make an appearance, and I don't know if Ruffalo's is part of the cast.
You have the leader, and you have I think you.
Yeah, exactly. It feels more of a Hulk movie than it should a Cap movie. I think that's the other thing that's the problem with it.
Yeah, you have leader who's like one of the Hulk's Hulk's Joker, he's like his main fucking villain.
Yeah,
and you have the Red Hulk, which is fucking
one of the newer. Yeah, it's his Venom right now. It's his new.
You could.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of you're using. Well, I think it's up next year, where they can just use the Hulk straight up. I think we're still
do other things because you're gonna waste storylines.
Yeah, this should be
They wasted fucking Planet Hulk.
Yeah,
on fucking Ragnarok.
That was a big
trap. What's wrong?
Yeah, they better not fuck up World War Hulk if they. That's one of the one.
Oh yeah, who they have everybody now, right? That means they can have a version of Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, and they got Xavier. The Illuminati. They're the ones that fucking
sent Reed.
And he came back for fucking revenge. Oh, that's a great fucking storyline.
Yeah. So I don't know. Out of those two, which one are you more excited about? Captain America or Thunderbolts?
Honestly, with everything that you told me, I'm fucking more excited about the Thunderbolts. I don't have hope for this movie. Like the only thing that I did like this trailer a lot more, just because it kind of the Cap trailer. It explained a little bit more, like with when Elijah was sitting next to him, he kind of feels like he's Winter Soldiered somehow. Like he's a
Manchurian candidate. Yeah.
Yeah. So and Giancarlo Esposito, I feel is going to be wasted. Just hearing some of the lines.
Well, they cut out the whole Serpent Society shit, so he was kind of the replacement. So instead of Cap fighting a group of villains, they're just fighting Giancarlo. So I don't know. That could be it's going to feel like it feels like he's just going to be in there and inserted in certain scenes. You're fighting this guy. It's just going to it might feel out of place.
It's his mid-level villain to get to the bigger story.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And sometimes it's do you really need to write this shit in there as okay, it's almost like a fucking video game level. You need to fight the mini boss before you get to the big boss at the end of the level.
Yeah.
You don't need that sometimes. Sometimes you just need to get to the fucking build up to that fucking big fucking battle at the very end. You know, I don't want. It's just the sake of having us. Oh, that allows us to have a second, battle scene in midway between the movie. Do you need that battle? You can have that battle without fucking wasting a fucking actor like Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
Don't bring him in just to fucking, have his name.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Marvel. They bring in folks for names sometimes. Denzel Washington, that's the big news right there.
Oh,
you heard that one, right?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, he's going to be in Black Panther. Well, they're writing a part for him. In Black Panther 3. Coogler said he's writing a part. Yeah, I just watched something about it. Denzel is going to be he's close to retiring, so he wants to do he's going to do some Shakespeare stuff, a couple more movies. And one of the things he kind of revealed, kind of out of nowhere, is like, oh yeah, Ryan Coogler's writing a role for me in Black Panther 3. So we'll see him join the MCU. It looks like it's going to be a one and done character, maybe a villain, maybe some, maybe just an
old Black Panther when he's fucking going in, when she has the greatest Black Panther of all, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe he could be a Panther god. He could be like, or so a leader of another tribe that's trying to take out Wakanda, or like some, you could do it. It's Denzel Washington. You could do whatever. Legion of Comics. What's up, guys? What's up, Legion of Comics?
What's up, Legion of Comics?
It's you can do. Yeah, it's cool to get talent. It's always good to add talent to these movies.
Yeah, see, so that's the other thing when we just talked about Giancarlo. I don't want them adding people just for the sake of adding people. They need to fucking bring him in for the right reason, to use their fucking talent. I mean, Denzel's an awesome fucking actor, dude.
Yeah.
So, dude, write him something dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Write him something dope. And I'm sure it's Coogler. I didn't like a lot of Black Panther 2, but there's a lot of it. Some of it I did like. A lot of it I didn't like. A lot of it I liked. The biggest
problem with Black Panther 2, they lost their fucking star, and so they were trying to write them out. Right out of the the hole they were done.
Doing the mistake. It's not the mistake, but fixing it's the fixed script.
Yeah.
They're fixing the script so they can go forward with the new storyline, because they're pretty much forced to.
Yeah. And I just didn't like the pick of Shuri. I think what's her name should have been. I think she would have been a better Black Panther. The Michonne, I think she should have been the pick for the Black Panther.
I actually think she would have been the best pick for Black Panther.
Yeah, and I wasn't a big fan of that.
She cheated. She cheated. Right, she cheated.
Cheetah.
She's a cheetah. She's not a Black Panther. She's a cheetah. She cheated. I stick to it.
Yeah. So, what can you do? It's hopefully it's good. With all this stuff, we hope it's good, man. That's all we fucking care about, man. We just want this shit to be good.
That's all I like, man. It's I think it's been a while with Marvel. That there's a lot of stuff I really like that Marvel's done, but it's just everything is so divisive with them, and it sucks because sometimes the good shit is good shit, but their bad shit is bad shit.
Yeah.
Black Widow was bad.
I like parts of Black Widow, but
but that's the whole thing. I like parts of it. It's a great movie. I like parts of Shang-Chi. Certain fight scenes were great, but it's
the first
on the whole, it's a bad movie.
First 45 minutes are great, and then they just fucking turn into some weird fucking dragon fantasy, fucking Trevor, fucking fantasy land, fucking bullshit.
You can't get over that Trevor shit.
Let's from Legion. Let's be honest, Giancarlo is a great actor, but no one's going to a movie to see him perform. He's not a name like that at all. Yeah, no, he's not. He's not gonna he'll move the needle for certain fans.
He'll bring a lot of people. There are a lot of people who will go see him just because they love them as Gus in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, and then Mandalorian. So he does have his.
But he's no Denzel. Denzel's
he's not Denzel. Denzel's something different.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game right there.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it plays out. We'll be here talking about it for sure. All right, so let's jump into the pool, man. Let's get the pool list going, man. Pool list, stuff you watch, stuff you listen to, stuff you like, something you picked up, something you watch, listen to. something you hated, something pissed you off. You know, anything. Then, so you want to start off, Mr. Effort?
Yeah. So I know we don't like to talk wrestling much, but I'm really big on AEW right now. You know, I hope that people start tuning in and watching AEW. I'm not big into the whole WWE thing. I used to love it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was awesome. But there's a lot of stuff that they haven't changed. It's a new product now, and it's almost like tough to. They've been doing the same storyline for almost 3 or 4 years now. You know, with Roman. So, and I love what they're doing right now with Moxley and all these other guys, and they just have better wrestling. So I'm really excited with AEW. So yeah.
AEW.
I'm trying to give AEW the rub, right? I'm trying to put them over.
Legion Comic. I stopped watching AEW when Sting retired. To be fair, I only started watching to see Sting, and it's been good, man. It's been, I was kind of like off the product.
I was a huge Sting fan too. Yeah.
I was kind of off the product for a minute, but it's really getting good, man. The last month of programming has been really good. Good wrestling, good storylines. Like they're really finding a good balance between stuff.
It reminds me a lot right now of top grade WCW. Not so much as a hardcore NWO shit, but it's probably what NWO should have been. Not so much as a jokey kind of a group. It's a badass fucking group.
When you get 30 people in a fucking faction, it kind of takes the coolness out of it. Legion, you think there's really that much crossover from Breaking Bad to current MCU?
I think there's a lot of crossover everywhere these days.
Yeah, I think
if something is good, it's good and will bring its fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I watched. We talked about Kevin Smith earlier. I watched the 4:30 movie. This is Kevin Smith's latest movie. This is like set in. It's kind of autobiographical. Biographical. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of just like a set in 1986. It's just a kind of day in the life of this kid. Kind of based on Kevin Smith. It's like actually one of his better recent movies. I actually really enjoyed it. It's like kind of a love letter to those conversations you have about movies and going theater hopping like when you're a kid and stuff. So if you grew up in that time, it's great. Like Ken Jeong's in it. He plays the theater owner or manager. And the kids are pretty good. I like the kids. One kid looks like fucking Skeet Ulrich, like dead on. I thought he was like related to him, but he looks fucking pretty. He looks like him. But the cast is really good. Just a kid going out on a date with a girl, and his friends are in the theaters. And hilarity ensues. A bunch of Kevin Smith regulars pop up, but it's not like the cameo fest where it's like scene with this person, theme with
it's a View-esque universe. Are there any Hickses in it? Did you hear any Hicks's names?
Really reveal without spoiling too much.
Well, I'm just asking if it's in the Askew universe.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. But it's a cute movie, man. It's a Kevin Smith movie. It definitely it's one of his better movies. I think that this and Clerks 3 kind of gives me hope for Kevin Smith movies. He's kind of I don't know, feels like he was phoning it in for a while, but it's actually a fun movie, man. I actually really liked it. I'll give you the digital copy so you can check it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, definitely one of his better films for sure. It's a lot of heart to it, and it's not a perfect movie by any means, but the people that show up, Jason Lee makes a cameo, Rachel Dratch. Some of the other Kevin Smith regulars pop up for
nice.
a small little role here and there, like theater goers and stuff like that. So and then there's like trailers, movies within movies. Like there's one like
kind of like Tropic Thunder trailers.
Yeah, kind of like Grindhouse, Tropic Thunder, kind of like these fake
with real actors.
Yeah, with like Gigi Bader's like playing like it's like a Flash Gordon kind of parody kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
And there's a couple other ones that are pretty hilarious, but. Good flick, man. I think one of Kevin Smith's better recent movies for sure. I recently watched for me the Penguin finale. Phenomenal, fucking amazing finale. I wish we could watch it. Episode 7 of Superman and Lois, shockingly good sleeper hit. I've been meaning to start watching that.
Same with me.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's really good, and they're doing some. It's a final season, and they're kind of going all out this season. So I'm gonna have to check this out. But a lot of,
I like the way Tyler Hoechlin looks as fucking
yeah, he looks like
Superman
a good
too.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check this out at some point. Yeah, I think it's what season 3 they're on right now, so it's probably won't be too long to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It looks pretty good, and looks like they're going all out for their final season. So I'm gonna check it out for sure. Cool. Also today I watched Here, the new Robert Zemeckis movie.
Oh.
So this is this takes place in one location, like for the whole movie. So it's from a filmmaking perspective. I was kind of curious about it. It's got a lot of mixed reviews. Some people are like, I don't like this, and I could see that. And like some parts are like, a little kind of tedious in some parts. But I found it pretty interesting. I like the filmmaking aspects of it. I thought it was interesting, like visually. It's not a crazy story. Nothing like it's gonna like change the world or anything. But I thought it was actually pretty sweet movie, and I thought it wasn't as horrible as people have said, and it was as a filmmaking thing. It was actually not too bad. So yeah, I kind of dug it. I thought it was actually kind of creative.
Interesting.
Yeah, not like I said, not the greatest movie ever, but like Paul Bettany's in it. He's great, and he kind of tell it like from this angle. You see like through history, they go from like dinosaurs to like the fucking the Revolutionary War and Native Americans and stuff like that. It's actually pretty interesting. Some of the stuff they go through, and like some of the storylines are pretty interesting and kind of get invested in some of those certain characters. But it's like kind of like Tom Hanks has a young kid growing up in the house, but it's all done with the one shot. So it's kind of interesting in the filmmaking aspect of it.
So they just show scenes from like things that happen, and then they kind of like advance, and then they show a scene again.
Like they go back and forth through time, like where like they'll be with one family, then they'll go to another family, and they'll have like certain it's almost like a comic book, like where like they show certain scene from a perspective from a different time, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's definitely kind of interesting. It's kind of it's kind of an interesting concept. But I actually kind of enjoyed it. I thought the cast was good. It's Robin Wright and Tom Hanks reuniting the Forrest Gump crew, and then Paul Bettany plays his father, and a bunch of other like little. Yeah, it's kind of it's charming in its way, and they kind of go into the future. It's a little preachy at some points. Kind of like trying to it's a little preachy at some points, but it as a filmmaking like piece of art, I think it's pretty interesting. I would check it out if you like.
Zemeckis does a lot of good shit, man. It's
he has not in a long time.
No. It's just everything looks great with him. It's just sometimes it's story.
Yeah, and the de-aging stuff is actually not too bad. I think it's definitely some of the better de-aging I've seen. But sometimes the de-aging is kind of like it kind of takes you out of it. But an interesting movie, like nonetheless. I would say check it out if you're interested in like filmmaking and like techniques and stuff. So it's kind of interesting for sure in that respects. But yeah, go check it out if you you don't need to check it out in the theater. I think check it out at home. I think it'd be just fine. But yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, I think that's it for me, man. Yeah, just a couple movies. Cool. Here and 4:30 movie. Cool. You got any hidden gems for us this week?
No hidden gems. He was hanging out earlier.
Cool. All right. So next week we're gonna try to review The Penguin,
or maybe before that. We never know.
Never know. All right. This is a Super Frank special.
Yeah.
Only an hour.
You're welcome.
Go check out Amazing Fantasy. Go check out your Amazing Fantasy. Go for your comic needs. Mission Comics, Cape and Cal in Oakland. Go check those guys out. Check out Comics and Cards Outpost. Go check Comics. Yeah. Comics and Cards Central. Sorry, Outpost is the old fucking store.
Oh.
Yeah, go check out Comix Experience. I just picked up a couple books at Comix Experience too. Like they had a little sidewalk sale this past weekend. Go check them out too. All right, and Mr. Everett, anything else before we get out of here?
No, be nice to people. How about that?
Like and subscribe and all that shit. Be nice to folks as much as you can. even though the world's weird right now. But hey, be cool, man. Just be cool, man.
Just be cool.
Be cool.
I said, bitch, be cool.
Be cool, my babies. All right, be cool out there.
No doubt. I said, bitch, be